Hey folks, ran into a little trouble with my Chevrolet pickup truck. 5.3 liter. It's a 2020, it's a 2022 with 21,000 miles on it. Couldn't find much on the internet or YouTube about the problem. I'm only making this video as a be aware of this particular issue. Hopefully you'll never have it, but if you do, you may want to reference this video. Alrighty folks, let's see if we get this truck started. Alright, it started. Check engine light is still on. I'm taking it to the dealer and I'll explain exactly what it's been doing. So I took my truck to the dealer. Wanted to let you guys know about a little issue that I had. I went down to South Florida for mini lobster season with my buddy. The next day, went to start my truck. It started and turned off. Went to restart it. It just turned over. It wouldn't start. It wouldn't start at all. It sounded like it didn't even get fuel. So we kept shutting the door, locking it, trying to reset everything the best that we could come up with. We finally got it started. Started up. We went to the grocery store, bought some steaks, came back, grilled some steaks, lobster. Everything was good. Sorry about the noise. Truck just went by. Anyways, everything was good. Next morning, I went to Costco. No issues. When I went to leave Costco, it did the very same thing. It started, turned off. I did the same reset process that I did before. It crank, like no fuel. I did the reset process again. I got it started. I went over to AutoZone, put their little computer on it. I got a P102B error. Fuel pump. I don't think it's the fuel pump. The truck, it's only got 21,000 miles on it. But anyways, that's the error code that it threw. So I called the local dealer in South Florida, talked to the service advisor, and they just kind of blew me off, said, hey, we can't even see you for a week. Well, excuse the language, but that was bullshit. I called my dealer back home in Crystal River, asked for their advice, because once I got it started, the check engine light's on, I got a 5-hour road trip back. I want to make sure I could get it back. Reluctantly, the service advisor advised me, if you get it started, drive it home, don't turn it off. If you got to stop for fuel, leave the truck running. He goes, I will put you in the computer, set you up for an appointment first thing in the morning. Exactly what we did. Got it started, drove it home, and the very next morning, I was the first one at the dealer, 7:30 in the morning. Anyways, he indicated that that no start issue is a sensor issue. He didn't elaborate too much over the phone regarding that, but he was pretty confident, and he sounded pretty confident. He knew exactly what the issue was. I took it to the dealer, as indicated. It literally took them 15 minutes to replace that sensor, or whatever, or that's what they said they did. I showed the service advisor the scan code via the picture I took, which was a P102B. He indicated that if they scan it with their scanner, it'll probably indicate a different reading. Whatever. They took the truck back, 15 minutes later, they brought it back. I asked the advisor, I said, what did your scan read? He goes, well, believe it or not, we ran the same code. He says, usually with the no start issue, or that fuel, like not getting fuel, no start, it usually reads a P102F. Keep that in mind in case you ever have the same similar issue. But anyways, he said the part was defective from GM. They've redesigned it. They installed it. Hopefully I'll never have this problem again. But I'm just putting this video out there. It's out of my norm. Just in case you have the same problem, I want you to know about it, because there's not a whole lot out there on the internet or YouTube about those specific codes. But anyways, with that, until the next video, I'll see you guys later. And one last thing. They didn't give me any paperwork back. All they did was hand me my keys, said have a good day, and I took off. Which leads me to believe that there may be a service bulletin on that particular part. You take it to the dealer, they replace it, or it's replaced in your normal service if you take it back to the dealer, and it's buried by GM. But anyways, like I said, there's not much information on the internet, and usually when you take your car in for service, you get paperwork saying everything they did. That was not the case. So, you know, I'm just putting two and two together, and that's what I came up with. I don't know if it's true or not, but just something to keep in mind.